So we're going to go through the warm-up exercise, and then we'll do some stuff today, whatever the stuff looks like. So we'll just do our sinew releasing exercises, methods I've called it. This is very, very cool. So I've just been through the library for the people who have been subscribed to the weekly classes, who were subscribed to the weekly classes before they become free. You still get access to those libraries, and Terry made an alphabetical list of all the different subjects, and I've gone through and just edited that and made it more into categories. And I've put that up on the weekly library. You'll find it at the very, very first part of the library. You'll find it if you go to in Teachable, you go to the front. That's the very, very first one before lesson class 1. It's right before it. And it's got a PDF there with all the 288 classes and what their categories are. So I've put them there, so they're all just in categories, not just random classes all the way through. So you can use it as a checklist if you're looking for a particular subject. And there are some miscellaneous subjects in there as well on one particular one. So anyway, thank you for Terry for doing that. That's a great idea. And it's just one of those things that takes a long time to do, and I'm glad somebody gave me a hand with that. Well, it did take me a little while to change it around a little bit. It needed it a little bit, but good. Do the elbows. Now, when I'm doing this with the elbows, I'm not using my elbows. I'm using my shoulders to do this, and my elbows relax on my wrists. So the idea with this, if people haven't done these relaxing sinew method before, the idea is to use a different part of your body to move a different part. So at the moment I'm relaxing my elbow and I'm using my shoulders. And before I was doing my wrist, but I was doing my wrist with my elbows. I use my elbows and let the wrist just hang. So I'm not actually moving my wrists, I'm moving my elbows. So what we're doing is we're trying to move something without having any tension and using something else to move it. I think you get what I mean. Anyway, we're doing the elbows at the moment. And I'm doing that with my shoulders, not with my elbows. And then the same thing, we do circles. I'm doing circles with my shoulders. And then back the other way. Very good. Now the shoulders, I'm going to use my hips, move my hips to move my shoulder backwards and forwards. There you go. Very good exercise. It's hot and steamy here again, with a bit of wind today, but it's a hot, steamy day here again in Bali. The weather's been great. I thought we got rid of the rain, and it rained yesterday, so I'm not sure if we 100% got rid of it. When it stops raining here, it stops raining completely. You just don't have rain for months and months and months. In the wet season, we had a really long wet season this year. I thought it had gone away, but it actually come back for a couple of days, so hopefully it's gone again now. So I move my hips to get my arm movements, just to let my shoulder relax. To the other side. Very good. Now this is the shortened version. If you're going to do this in yourself, because we're doing a class, I don't want to spend a huge amount of time doing this. So we just do a few of them. But if I'm training myself, I do a lot longer to loosen everything up, and also probably usually do stretches as well, physical stretches. But I love this set for a warm-up before we do a Qigong. It's very, very cool. Now, if I move my body, hips forward and backwards, and just let the arms go back. Okay, so this is for the shoulder. Now the arm, my shoulders, elbows, and wrists are all relaxed now. So that they're just all hanging from there, and I'm just moving my hips backwards and forwards. Now I'm going to do the same thing, and I'm going to go from side to side with my hips, get the arms swinging. Yep. Do the elephant posture. Oh, I don't know if it's an elephant or not, but anyway. Good, there you go. That's for the shoulders. Do our neck. Now I'm doing my neck with my hips as well. I'm moving my hips from side to side and letting my neck flop from side to side. Good. And forward and backwards. And then circles with my hips, and let the head go forward and backwards. Very good. Very good. We'll do our spine. Now we're going to move the whole spine. The idea of thinking of the muscles that run either side of your spinal column, and you're relaxing those muscles to let the spine, the actual vertebra move as you're turning. You're moving the whole vertebra. To say it's not easy to do to start off with. You might not be able to feel much movement, but since I've started doing these methods, it's made quite a difference with how it feels. So I can actually feel the vertebra moving now. Feels great. And remember, I'm doing this with my hips. I'm moving my hips backwards and forwards, and now you'll be able to feel the spine even moving even more. Now, when you first do this, you might not get a bit of movement, but the more you do this, then you get it moving on L4, L5s, turning backwards and forwards at the base of your spine. And because you locked your legs, then the top parts move. See? Very cool. Very good. Now we're going to relax our hips. To do that, we're going to move our knees. So move our knees side to side and let the hips relax. Yep. So we're moving our knees, our focus, our intentions in our knees. Forward and backwards. And then the intention is going to be going backwards and forwards with our knees. Let the hips relax. Oh, I know what I haven't done. Did Dealer spray it this morning? I hope so. Cool. Now do circles with your hips, with your knees, and then your hips do circles. Very good. And back the other way. Very good. Do both ways. Good. Now we swap our intention over, and we move the hips. And we move the hips backwards and forwards that way, and then relax the knees, and you can relax ankles as well. So now we're doing it with the hips. So the intention's changed. There you go. Perfect. And then do the hips forward and backwards. For the knees, relax the knees. Do the hip circles. If your arm's just hanging at this stage, so you can feel the relaxation. You feel the relaxation in your spine as well. And then go the other way. Ooh, yeah. Very good. Now, we're going to move our knee and let your foot flop. Yep. So we're moving our knee backwards and forwards, not our foot. So I was going through the categories in the weekly class. I didn't realize that I covered so many different categories, so many different subjects during the 288 classes. Love the 288 classes, very significant, the number, and which is half of 144. Just want to mention. Mark pointed that out, which is very cool. So I like that. We can do with numbers. I have this thing about watching the clock. Not watching the clock, but every time I pick up my phone, it's either 111 or 222 or 333 or 444 all day. It's bizarre. It happens with a lot of frequency. I keep getting the same thing. Or on the 11th, I get 1111 on the 11th. Bizarre. I don't plan that. I don't go look at my phone very often, but when I do, I pick up these numbers, so it's bizarre. I love it. I don't know what the significance of that is, but it's very good. I quite like it anyway. There you go. Shake out the arms and legs. Very good. Yeah, so there's lots of different categories I've done it. There's so many different ones, and I noticed that the big ones are the breath. I did a lot on breath. I did a lot on relaxation. Did a lot on letting go. So these are all really, really important subjects. So it's interesting that I've spent a lot of time over the 2.5 years doing the classes, but I've spent a lot of time doing that particular subject. Whoops. Can you get the windsock, please? The little windsock from my mic. Yeah. The wind started blowing, and otherwise you're going to hear a whole lot of staticky noise. I'll put my windsock on. It was still this morning, but I just got a gust of wind then, and you'll just hear me crackling, which is not fun. See, technical day today. Good, so we'll bow, eh? Bow into the class. Welcome to the class, everybody. And if people are going to watch this afterwards, welcome to the class. Roll back onto your thumbs. And you put your left hand underneath, right hand on top, 2 thumbs together. Gong. And then bring your hands apart. And then bring your hands down. Bring your energy down to your lower dantian. So we want to do something different today. So we always talk about pressing down, or the idea of being grounded. There's a few grounded ones as well in the library. So we're going to talk about that a little bit today as well, with the grounding idea of moving from side to side as we ground. Yep. And so the grounding, there's lots of exercises where you sit in postures and you sit right down, especially in the wide postures where you're sitting right down, where you sit right down like this in the wide postures, and you're grounding because all the weight's going down in the air. And it's a very important thing that the theory is the more grounded you are, the more energy you have, the more grounded you are. Remember, connecting to the yin of the earth, and you're connecting to the yin energy, and the yin energy is where you get your power from. So we also get power from the yang energy, but we get a lot of power coming up from the yin energy, comes up through our feet. So what we're going to do today is we're going to learn how to press down into our kidney points, because normally when we're just standing, we just stand in postures, we hold postures, and we hold a posture, say I'm doing the tree hugging posture, and we're sitting in this posture with my knees bent, pushing, and we're sitting on the kidney points, and the sheer weight of gravity pulls you down and holds that kidney point on the ground, and your toes are touching the ground as well. And remember what we're going to do, we'll set it up a little bit for you so you can understand that. So this is what we normally do, but I'm going to give you another piece to this, and this is about how you press down on the kidney points and how you put pressure on the kidney points by doing that. Yep. So we'll actually do that. We'll use the, I started with that one, we'll continue doing that. We'll go to the tree hugging. Tree hugging is a very, very famous posture. And some schools just do tree hugging, they don't do anything else. This is their practice. It's a phenomenal thing where it takes you energetically, it connects all the energy in your body, creates the figure 8 movement and the energy in your body, creates a lot of energy coming up the 6 meridians, or the 3 coming up and the 3 going down in your legs either side. So the 3 coming up both sides and 3 going down the inside. So actually that's not correct. It goes down the outside and comes up the inside. Better say that correctly. So we'll set that up. So when we'll start with it, and we'll do a single horse stance. We won't do a double horse stance to start off with. So do a 1 foot space between your feet, and then bend your knees. Yeah, as you bend your knees. Now I'm just going to have a drink of water. My throat's gone. Excuse me. God, what a funny day today. So I'm just going to get you to stand there with like that posture. I'll put you in the posture first, then I'll do it. So standing on your kidney points, bend your knees slightly. So you're standing on the front part of your feet. You're standing on your kidney points, which is in the pad in your bottom of your foot. Your heel's touching the ground, but there's no weight. So you're actually standing on your muscles. You have your knees slightly bent. Then tuck your pelvis forward. Bring your pelvis forward so it tucks your bum under. You don't want your bum sticking out. Bring it forward and then down. And we'll bring it forward and then just relax, and the relax takes you down. So you don't want to hold it. You don't want to bring it forward and hold it there. You want to bring it forward and then just relax. So it sits there. So your back's nice and straight. Knees slightly bent on the kidney points, on the meridians are across your toes. I want you to grip your toes to the ground and then relax your toes. That's it. Perfect. Stand on the kidney points, toes touching, relax. No weight in the heels. Knee bent, tuck your pelvis. Good. Now bring your chin back. Now, same thing with this. Your chin doesn't go down, it goes straight back that way, this way. You want to pull it back and it straightens up your neck. And then relax. After you do these things, you always have to relax. Good. So the hands are going to come up. As the hands, just pick up the arms, but let the arms come up. Don't pick up your shoulders. Good. We'll put them down again. So the idea is to not pick up your shoulders, to pick up your arms. Just let the arms come up. Let the arms float up and let the shoulders stay down. Good. Palms are down. Then roll your elbows down, which turns your hands over. And then bring your hands so the fingers are facing towards each other. There's a 2-finger gap between your fingers and the other fingers. And you can, if you've got a dark floor, you'll be able to see the energy traveling between your fingers. You'll see between your fingers, you'll see this little shimmer of light, like a mirage between your fingers. Yeah, and I can hold it there, and I can see them coming back for all of them. They're all going between each other, so you can feel like there's a network of energy transferring, which is actually happening. Yeah. Good, and relax. Don't have your shoulders up. And don't have your shoulders too far down. You want them halfway in between there and there, which is about there, and that distance. Good. And sit in that posture. Bring your chin back. Look straight ahead. Good. And just relax. And sit on your kidney points. Good. To stay there, and I'll just have a quick glass of water while you do this. You just stay there, and I'll be back in a second. I'll come and join you in a second. Cool. So we're back in this position again. So this is a great position. Now, people stand like this for a long time. They do like half an hour standing in this posture. So standing in this posture hasn't hurt you at all, and it's done everything. Of course, the biggest thing when you're standing in the posture here is you'll get this feeling of the shoulders because you're holding your arms up. In theory, your mind thinks you have to hold your arms up because your mind doesn't know how to do this any other way. And so you start getting tension in the shoulders because you're holding your arms up. And the muscles are holding it up. And of course, in tension time, of course, the energy can hold these arms up for you, but at the moment you might not know how to do that. So all you have to do is, when you're in this posture, is just keep relaxing. Relax your shoulders, relax. Don't let your shoulders hang down this way though, just relax where they are so they hold them. Stand on your kidney points, good. So when you're standing on your kidney points, there's a certain weight you're feeling on your kidney points right now. Just stay in the posture. There's a certain weight you're feeling on the kidney points right now. And there's a certain feeling you get in your toes. And I said before, you can do this. You can squeeze your toes into the ground and then relax your toes, which is good. But then you'll feel your kidney points, which is between the pads of your foot. Remember, there's no weight in the heels, so it's all the weight's on the front part of your foot. Now, to increase the weight, all you have to do is relax the legs. Yep. Now, how you do that? First thing you're going to do is relax your gluteus maximus. You're going to relax your bum muscles. Relax your bum muscles. Relax your thighs, relax your calves. And it goes relax, relax, relax. It goes bum, thighs, ankles, and then relax. And as soon as you do that, you're going to feel more pressure coming down on your kidney points, yeah? You relax your bum, relax your thighs, relax your calves. And you can feel it go dush, dush, dush. That's an interesting terminology in Qigong, dush. Don't mind me. So you'll feel the bum muscles relaxing. You'll feel the tension come out. You'll feel the relaxation happen in your legs, both the hamstrings in the back and the quads in the front. And then you'll feel your calf, and then you go to your calves and you feel the calves relax. Each time you'll get more weight goes bang, 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 and the weight goes down and it gets heavier. Yeah? Good. So now I want you to think of another thing, which is to do. Morning, Dan. My friendly butterfly. I have a friendly white butterfly, see him? He comes to visit me when I'm out here in the garden. It's bizarre. I love that. And so this idea of the down, so what you want to do now is think of gravity. Think of gravity that's pulling you down, and I want you to relax into gravity and let the gravity start pulling you down. So remember, muscles, bum muscles relax, thigh muscles relax, ankle, calf muscles relax, and then think of gravity and just let the gravity start pulling you down. Now, of course, your legs are going to get sorer. You're going to get more weight going onto your muscles, more weight into your calves. So all of a sudden, the legs are going to get a lot of pressure on them, and you're going to feel them with a lot of pressure, and they can get painful. Yeah, and that's how you feel the weight. Yeah. Now, you'll only be able to go a certain way because if you go any further, you'll collapse. Yeah. Got falling, crawling over my feet. Just relax. Good. That's it. And you can feel it going down. Just relax, relax, relax. Now, don't necessarily lower yourself down. Don't let your body sink down with the gravity. Feel the gravity. Hold your body in a certain position where we've got slightly bent. But then feel the gravity inside your body pulling the energy down. Yeah, don't actually let it physically happen on the outside. Let it happen on the inside. And you can feel the weight of your head energy sinking through your body, the weight of your chest, the abdomen sinking through your body, through your hips. Think of your bones and think of everything sinking down the energy weight inside your body without having any external movement. So we don't want to be doing this. We want to still hold posture, but we want to have it all happening on the inside. Bum muscles, thighs, ankles, gravity. And let the gravity keep going. Now, take a breath in. And as you breathe out, let the gravity take you down. Good. Take a breath in, gravity pull you down. Now you're going to notice all the pressure is building up on your feet now and building up in your calves. You'll feel your calves start to get painful. Take a breath in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out, relax. Good, breathe in, breathe out, relax. Now I'm not going to hold you too much longer in this posture. Good. Now you feel how heavy your legs are now. Now I want you to bring your hands to the front, and then pull your elbows back, bring your hands back, and then push yourself down again. And push yourself back up, sort of straighten up slightly. Good. And I don't want to stress you out today, so I want you to shake your legs. Yep, shake your legs. So the idea in Qigong, of course, is not to have any pressure or tension in your body. It's to be more relaxed. But there are some forms of Qigong which are very physical exercises. So they bring a lot of strength into your physical part of your body. So Qigong exercises have three components. They have the physical part, which is whatever you're doing with your arms and legs and your rotations. Then it has the mental part about quieting your mind. And it has a spiritual part about connecting to the outside. So we've got all these things going on at the same time and connecting with this energy that's inside our body. But what we're using with this idea is just the straight idea of using relaxation inside the body to get the down, and then letting gravity pull you down inside your body and feel the weight getting stronger and stronger on your feet. Now you'll notice while you're standing here now, as long as you've got your legs slightly bent still, that your legs got really heavy. Your calves have got really heavy because what you've done to them. We want to keep that feeling. I apologize a little bit for a little bit of the discomfort with your legs, but I'm not going to apologize a lot because it's really good for you, because it makes you have very strong, powerful legs and a better connection to the earth. So I want to do a different part of this exercise. And what we're going to do is we're going to move from side to side. So normally when we do our pendulum, we have the idea of a pendulum goes from kidney point to kidney point, yeah? And we have this idea of the weight changing from one side of the body, changing to the other. So we have this rhythmic thing. I'm going to do this in the beginner's class soon too, a bit more detail about this. So we have this idea, but what we're going to do is, in a more advanced understanding, is we're going to push down on the kidney point. We're going to push down on the kidney point, push down on the kidney point. And we're going to do that on purpose. So we're letting the gravity push you down into that point, comes up, push down. So instead of doing the pendulum shaft this way, where it goes from one side, it almost rises at the sides, slightly rises as the pendulum shaft moves from side to side. It slightly lifts at the side. We're going to go the other way. We're going to go down and then down, down and down. It's still going nice at the same speed, and you're pushing down the kidney point, down the kidney point, like a half moon going one side to the other. Yep. And just do that. You can have your hand just resting down. Just get the feel of that. So you're moving just from the kidney point to the kidney point, nowhere else. From Yongchuan to Yongchuan, backwards and forwards. And you go down, down. Good. And feel your body relax on the point. It goes across, relax on the point. Go across, relax. So as it goes across, you get to the point and then relax down onto the point. It goes across, it goes down, and then relax on the point. You feel this body in, you go down, comes up. Get to the point, relax on the point, it goes down. Yep, comes across. Relax on the point, goes down. Yep, keep doing that. There's a slight bend in your knee as you go down, that the knee bends slightly as you go down. Slight bend, so you get the feeling of this rocking from side to side. Some people walk like this. Very good. Keep going. And there's that feeling of that feels like kidney point to kidney point. And try not to change your weight from you're going from your toes to your toes. It's just the kidney point to kidney point. Yeah? Remember, maybe for some people who haven't done this, the kidney point is between your pads. Just get rid of the grass. There's the pad there and the pad there. It's right between the two of them. Yeah, just in there. Yeah? Very cool. Cool. So we're going down, down on the kidney point. Cool bubbling spring. It's where the energy of the earth comes up. The yin energy of the earth comes up in your body, and it's how we get our yin energy from the earth. Well, it's one of the ways we get yin energy, but it's our main one because we stand on the earth for a reason. And the gravity allows us to connect to this energy. It's like any energy. You always need an earth spike in a building or anywhere you need an earth spike. For the electricity, it's the same thing. The same principle. You need an earth spike for ourselves because we're like a giant wet cell battery. We have a lot of power in our body. Every cell, every atom it has power. What is it? We're 99.9% air. You're looking at me now, and 99%, you can only see 1.1% of myself. The rest of it is actually space between the atoms of the nucleus in the middle and the electrons spinning around the outside. All that is just space. and those atoms create molecules, and that's just all space, and take all that space, and meant to be 99% of it is just space. Don't you love that? Atoms. I'm just a big pile of atoms whizzing around. But every one of those atoms has energy. And of course, the construction of the atom is slightly different depending on what they're used for. And so we have this energetic field that lives inside ourselves, and all we're doing is we're moving the energy around inside ourselves. I saw a great picture the other day while we just keep doing this exercise, going down, down. Just get used to that feeling, down, down. Now your calves are going to also feel loading up your calves as you go down, 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 down. Now make this. I'd go back to the picture I saw the other day. It was a picture of a man studying atoms through a microscope. I'm not sure you can see them through a normal microscope. I think you need an electron microscope to see atoms. I'm not quite sure you can see them. I'm not sure. I have to find out. Mark might know. If you can actually see an atom with a naked eye through a telescope, I'm not sure if you can. Anyway, so these atoms all have the power inside it, and so this, and it had a little sign underneath it. It says a pile of atoms looking at another atom, which I thought was great. We're a pile of atoms. And he was looking at other atoms. He was looking at himself. That's great. Anyway, back to this. So when we go across, then we're going to do something else. Now we're going across. We get the idea, and we're going across, and we're going push down, push down, push down. Push down. Yeah, good. Now we're going to go across. We're going to add another piece to this. As we go across, we're going to relax. 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 And as we relax, we're going to go down to the kidney points. Go across. Push down. Relax. Go across. Relax. Go across. Relax. Go across. Relax. Yeah? This is the easiest way to understand what this feels like. Good. Relax. Relax on the foot. You go across to the point, you push down and then relax. It goes deeper. Go across, push down, then it goes deeper. Go across, push down, goes deeper. Good. Now we're going to go from one foot completely to the weight of the other foot. So go right across. So when you're on this side, there's no weight in this other foot. It goes across, 100% weight. There's no weight in the foot's come off. So 100% on this side, transfer 100% on that side. So we're going from kidney point to kidney point, from 100% to 100%, and then relax on the 100%. Go across, 100%, relax. Into the kidney point, go across, 100%, relax on the kidney point. Go across, 100%, relax on the kidney point. Cross, relax. So as we relax, we use the energy of gravity, pulling us down. Gravity pulls us down, and as it goes down, then we relax with the gravity. Good, that's it, perfect. Relax. And it's a strange feeling, relax. You feel like the body's sinking into the kidney point. Good. We're going to add another piece to that. We'll just keep doing this for the moment. Across, relax. Go across, 100% weight, relax. Go across the other side, 100% weight, relax. Go across, 100% relax. Good. 100%, go across, relax. Good, we're going to add another piece to that, which is the breath. So as we do the arc, as we're going up, we're going to breathe in as we come up, and we're going to breathe out as we go down. So we change the weight, move the weight right across. It goes down to the point, relax, and then breathe out. So you're breathing out into the ground as well. Breathe in, breathe out into the ground. Breathe in, breathe out into the ground. Good. Breathe in. Change 100% weight. Relax. Push down. Let the gravity go down and breathe out at the same time. Good. Perfect. Breathing in. Breathe out. Breathe in. 100% weight change. Breathe out. From the kidney point. Keep going deeper, 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 deeper. Breathing in. Other side, breathe out. Deeper, 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 deeper. That's it, good. Breathing in. Breathing out. Go deeper, deeper. Relax, 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 relax. Keep going down into the kidney point. Feel like it's getting all the pressure. You can feel the pressure building up on that point. and all the weight's on the foot as well. Then breathe out. And then all the weight change to the other side. Relax. Breathe down to the point. 100% weight. And relax inside the weight. Good. Come back up again. It's almost like you can almost get stuck down there. You go down. Good. Relax. Go down deeper into the kidney point. Relax in the kidney point. Good. Right down. You feel like you're stuck on one leg. You have to get yourself up, of course, you've got to breathe in from the ground. And then breathe out into the ground. Relax the body. Relax the gravity, pull you down. All the weight's on one leg on the kidney point. Good. Now come back up to the top. Then stop there. Now we're going to try and see if we can manifest the same feeling, knowing we're going to be doing both legs to start off with. And then we're going to, actually no we won't, we'll do it singly first. We'll do an exercise where we're standing on one leg so we don't lose that idea of one leg weighted. So we're going to do the playing the lute from Qi Gong. So we're going to step off from here, we're going to step off to the right, I'm going to mirror you, we're going to go to the right, we're going to step off to the right with the foot to the right, and both hands are going to come up. The same foot that's forward is the same hand that's up and the other hand's down that way, and they're both facing each other like that. They're not facing the front or the side, they're facing, one's going that way and one's going that way, like that, and playing that body. Keep your shoulders down. When you have your arms, don't have them close to your body, bring them out so there's this, but don't have the elbows up either, have them halfway, but they're not crushed, like that, yeah? Hold that posture, good. Now, the front foot, there's no weight in it. All the weight's on the back foot, on the kidney point, the heel's on the ground, but there's no weight in it, yeah? We're sprung on the foot because we're standing on the kidney point in the front, into this posture, good. Now we're going to do the same principle. Now this leg's going to load up pretty quickly because we've got all the weight on it. Going to load it up. First of all, push the energy down into the kidney point. Good. Then relax the body. Good. And then take a breath in. And then breathe out into the kidney point on the way down. And feel the weight go down even further. Good. And then breathe in. And then breathe out down the foot again. Breathe in again. Breathe out through the foot. Now this should get really tight very quickly. You'll find that your thighs are going to be really strong. Your calves going to be probably burning, but be okay with that. This is how you get to the true understanding of grounding, how far down you can get by putting pressure on it. Pressure in a good way, by the way, because they're getting the pressure from the relaxation, not from force. Good, now you should feel your calves burning. You're breathing in, breathe out, keep going down. And when you breathe in, don't get the energy up, just breathe out, stay down there, breathe in, and then breathe down again. Then breathe in again, then breathe down into your foot again. Then breathe in again, so when you breathe in, don't come back up again, stay down there. And breathe out again. Good, breathe in. Breathe out. The calf should be pretty hot by now. Good. We're going to change sides. So bring the hands in so we don't torture you too much. The other side. And step off to the other side. Same thing again. Now all the weight, remember all the weight's in the front part. I'm standing on my right foot now. All the weight's on my ball of my foot. This foot's got no weight in it. It's just resting on the ground. Hold the posture. Good. Think of the kidney point and then bring your weight down into the kidney, relax into the kidney point. Good. Then feel the energy going down at the kidney point, and feel gravity pulling you down into the kidney point as well. Feel the weight pulling you down. Good. Then take a breath in. And then breathe down into the kidney point. And just relax as you breathe out. Good. Go down. Now breathe in, don't go back up. Breathe in. And then breathe out deeper into the kidney point. Breathe in again. Breathe out into the kidney point. Good. Breathe in again. Breathe out to the kidney point. So you notice what happened is my body's not sinking down. I'm not bending my knee more and more. It's happening on the inside. The posture hasn't changed, but what's happening on the inside, all the weight on the inside of my body is going down, and I'm breathing in and I'm breathing out through the point, and as I breathe out, my energy is going further and further down into the point. But the posture externally doesn't change at all. Breathing in, breathe out. Good. Then come back to the start again. Good. So what happens with the out-breath, so just to give a bit more detail of what's happening inside that exercise, as we're breathing down into the kidney point, as we go down, the weight goes down, the energy comes back up, because that's the way, the nature of what it's like. So we're breathing down through the kidney point alone, but we're also going down the 3 yang meridians on the way down, which are on the outside of the leg. We're going down the outside, if I'm standing on this side, they're going down the outside of the leg, if I'm standing that way. And then coming up the inside, the yin energy is coming up the other side by itself. I don't have to do that. But the more weight I've got going down to the kidney point, the more weight going down the yang meridians, the more weight, the more energy comes up the yin, which is the liver, the spleen, and the kidneys. The more it's coming up those 3 meridians on the inside. So the more I can sit inside the discomfort of that weight going down, and I'm building strength in my legs, the more energy is coming up through my body. So the more I can relax, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out, keep going down further. The more power is going into my leg, a lot of the tension in your legs, all the energy coming, filing back up into your body to create that, all that power in your legs. Yep, and that's happening. So we're going to try the double one now, because it's going to be slightly different now, because remember when you're on one leg, you've got 100% weight on one leg. Well, that's obvious. Now we're going to have 50-50, 50% weight on that one, 50% on that one. And you watch the difference now when we're tree hugging, how much stronger your legs have got. So remember standing with that kidney points. Bring your hands up, keep your shoulders down. Roll your elbows down, bring your hands around. Good. Now think of the 2 kidney points and relax into the 2 kidney points. Good. Then let gravity pull you down to the 2 kidney points. Good. Now breathe in and then breathe out through both kidney points at the same time, bringing you down and relax. Good. Take a breath in. Breathe out through both kidney points. Now you might find one's different to the other. Try and make them even so that both weights are evenly distributed. You might feel that one's got more weight than the other one. Try and make it the same. Take a breath in. Breathe out to the kidney point. You see how your legs load up really quickly. See how your calves load up very fast when you do this. That's why people usually don't want to stand in this posture, because it's difficult. But your muscles build up strength. Your thighs build up strength. And you get a lot more power this way. Good. Perfect. There you go. And you can practice that idea, and I can feel my calves really heavy now. And the focus on the kidney points feels like these 2 big roots coming out of my feet, and they're really strong because all that down power has created a really strong foundation. The legs feel really strong, really anchored now because of that weight that's gone down. Yep. But you will get a bit of discomfort if you haven't done this before. Good. Open your hands. Bring your hands back. Bring your hands down. Good. Now, just for the sake of that, just shake your legs out. Just take away any tension in your legs. Yeah. Very good. There you go. So that's how you increase the grounding pressure and increase the amount of energy coming up. So as you say, that the more we go down, the more it comes back up. It balances itself out. So the more you can relax into the ground, the more the energy comes up, and that's what is the power. So right now I have this, my whole body's zinging. It feels like just lots of energy inside my body. And it's created because of this exercise. Hopefully that's useful to you. If you have any questions about that exercise or about what we've just done, please let me know, And if you want to learn the gong, stay tuned and stay here on the beginners. The beginners one starts in 10 and it's in 5 minutes time. And I'm going to do the gong anyway. Going to go over the detail of the gong for everybody. Beginners class, if you want to. Otherwise, I'll have a great week and I'll see you next Tuesday, Have a great week wherever you are in the world. Roll back onto your thumbs. Left hand underneath, right hand on top. 2 thumbs together, gong. Carry on with your right. Bring it towards your heart, then down to your physical center. Cool. And then step back and bow to each other. Everybody that watches this class and everybody that's going to watch this class afterwards, we bow to you as well. Very good. Have a beautiful day, everybody. Bye-bye.